Hi, my name is Alexander Garcia. I'm applying to the technology track, specifically the filmmaker role. What makes me unique is that God has fastened me together for such a time as this. As corny and as old school as that sounds, I truly believe that God has put me at this moment, particularly just what He's walked me through in the last year and where I'm at currently, from a sad, frustrated, scared, confused man to a man who is a little less sad, a little scared, and filled with His faith, though. Filled with, I'm going to push past that. Filled with, I'm going to use the tools that God has placed around me to tell His story that He's been telling me to do for years. I believe that I'm at a unique point in my life that I am going to push past all those other things that have been holding me back and step forward in faith for Him to tell His love story to people in a very unique way. I think we can put videos together and tell stories and make films that will challenge people's understanding of God in an amazing way and show them His love, that I believe that God can breathe through our cameras, through people's televisions, phones, and movie screens to tell them of who He is. And that may not be by screaming and preaching, which are awesome things, and I believe we still need to do, and those are great, but I believe that He can use His still small voice through an amazing music video or an amazing short story. And I believe that we are called to do that better than anybody else at any time. I believe that we are called to do that better than guys like Disney, guys like Universal. I believe that we can make an impact in this world for God by just giving our all in this medium. And I believe that's what I'm called to do. So that's what makes me unique. What am I passionate about? I kind of started answering that last question because it's my passion. I can't stop talking about it, which is that we are positioned in an amazing time in history where we are given tools that are very inexpensive. My camera right there is a couple of $100, but I can use that camera to tell a story of the love of God that can touch millions, if not billions, of people around the world by me just clicking post. So I think that I am so excited that I get to live at a time where God's love can infiltrate people in ways that they didn't even realize was about to happen, that they were surfing a thing called social media, whether that be Facebook or YouTube or Twitter, and that this video can pop up and God's love can just sweetly and gently, like He always does, whisper into their ears, whether that's through a music video, whether that's through a film, a short film, whether that's through a preaching that's old school. It's just awesome, and it's the love of God flowing through that. But I just know that God has called us, because there's this thing in my pocket that is in pretty much every person in the world who is alive's pocket that plays video. And I think that we are called as Christians to create video that will show these people how much He loves them. And I'm just super passionate about that. I'm super passionate about just His love and how it's transformed me from the scared, fearful, purposeless, had no purpose, had no direction, to a man who knows that God is loving, that God is for him, that God has a plan for him, and there's a God who I love and fear and can't wait to meet one day. Because I'm tired of being afraid. Because I'm tired of not walking in the calling that God has given to me, to only walking halfway as a volunteer or as just putting just enough effort. I'm tired of living a life of fear and worry, and I'm going to just completely commit to serving God in a real and full way. And I know that He's called me to tell stories through video. And when my buddy Nick told me about ROGO School, I knew that this is what God was calling me to do, is to step into a time of learning, a time of stepping out in faith and growing as a filmmaker, and more importantly as a Christian, in this atmosphere that y'all are providing at ROGO. I believe I'm a good candidate for ROGO School because one of the things I talked about before, I'm passionate about the things I'm passionate about, but mostly because this is the way I learn. I learn by doing. I've looked into other schools. I've looked into great schools that I think are amazing for all kinds of people. But for me, I really learn best by doing. And from talking to the staff members that I've talked to and looking at the information on your website, I believe that this is a school that was designed for people like me to be able to jump in, take the skills that we have already, surrender those to God, and then get guidance and understanding and wisdom from people who are way ahead of us, and using all of that, pushing it together so that we can tell God's story to people. And I'm so stoked to just even be able to apply for this. I want to thank you guys for putting this program together. I just want to say thank you, and I hope to be hearing back from you soon. God bless y'all. Love y'all. Y'all are awesome. PMB for life. Thank y'all for the debrief. It's changed my life.